my friends say, girl, you better take care.
Good evening, Steph community. Always glad you can turn in, watch it to the end. It is truly, truly appreciated. Please comment and share your thoughts. I got a question to ask the community. At any shape of turn, did you think Kamala would have done justice to America? Because somehow she seems to think that she was sought up to be an excellent president, and she's bragging about the first lady to be governor, the first lady to be vice president, first black lady. Well, she isn't black. She's black when she needs to be. She said on this one cooking show that she's Indian, 100%. It's like Obama hides his life records, birth records, and everything. Shady characters. That man's whole life has been shady. Like they talk about Trump, I talk about him. Had 8 years to do a tremendous platform for the blacks. Lied to us about his marital status, lied to us about who he's married to, lied to us about what he's going to do for the American public. And he sits there like a pretzel with his legs all crossed up like, hi fellas. That's what he looks like with his big baboon ears. But this is what's presenting things in front of us. So y'all answer that question, but let's take a look at this. And like I said, I'm trying to bring it to y'all. It's not me talking, but these are clips of what people are saying. And you can get an idea, because the regular news channel, a lot of them try and hide it. But we dig in and see what we can find to give you the truth. Let's take a look at it.
Bizarre. I'm just going to give you a couple of people who might have been more qualified.
We're gonna.
She says most.
Our producers, check out this latest gem.
I was elected district attorney for 2 terms as the first woman elected attorney general of the state of California. Ran the second largest Department of Justice in the United States, second only to the United States Department of Justice. I was the United States Senator, second black woman elected in the history of the United States Senate. And I was the first woman vice president of the United States. So there are those things that I needed to make sure that people knew. Some people have actually said I was the most qualified candidate ever to run for president.
Well, Dana, she forgot she also worked for McDonald's.
That was never proven. We do know who did work for McDonald's for one day, handing out fries. She's using her book tour to feel out this alternate reality. So it's 10 months on, and she's still trying to convince people that she was the most qualified. So now she's gone to this next level. I'm going to give you a couple things here. She had a partial term in the Senate. She had the worst attendance record in the Senate because she was running for president for most of it. Her term as DA and then Attorney General were catastrophic, including the soft on crime laws that destroyed California. Thank you for the nodding of the head, Emily. Her term as Vice President was arguably the biggest albatross on the Democrats today, which is Biden's failed immigration policies, of which she was supposed to be the czar. I'm just going to give you a couple of people who might have been more qualified
Ever.
Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence, served as governor of Virginia, minister to France, secretary of state, and vice president. You could go on and on. George H.W. Bush, congressman, ambassador, envoy to China, CIA director, BP for 8 years, World War II combat pilot, and even Joe Biden had massively more qualifications than she did.
Yes, so being a senator and then being VP, that's Biden, that's Gore, that's Johnson, that's Nixon. I don't want to bore you with my perfect research. But Jessica, is she still with it mentally?
Yeah.
Yes?
She's with it.
Okay.
So what the detectives on the internets have done is found out that there was a graphic on MSNBC that played like the day before that had some recent nominees, including Biden, but she had like 4 jobs and he only had like 3 jobs, I think, on the graph, and that might have been why she thought that. And that's just internet chatter.
She got it from a cable news graphic?
I think we all.
I would do that.
I don't know. I was looking for an explanation because I also, even if I were
I ran errands yesterday, therefore I'm a great marathoner.
I'm just saying that a lot of people legitimately said that about Hillary Clinton, but she didn't go out and say some people are saying. You just be yourself and you don't need to say it. But I think maybe it was the graph.
We really dodged a bullet with her, didn't we?
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
I'm
I'm still standing in front of Zora and Mom. Like, I feel attacked and appalled. I just want to hide under the bed. Look, here's the thing about Kamala. First of all, if she says the quiet part out loud, it's sort of like when your mom is like, to know you is to love you, and you're like, yeah, I love you, but like, you don't actually say that to everyone. You don't actually repeat that on national television. And then she cites being the first woman vice president as if that makes her qualified, like an immutable characteristic that you have no control over. She reminds me of like those Wild West movies where you realize it's just a set, it's just a charade, it's just a facade. She's a resume built on titles, not results. And she's confused this entire time, having the title with actually doing the work that either A, earned it because she didn't, or doing it and fulfilling it. So all of those titles that you mentioned, Dana, I mean, the pattern is always the same, right? It's just photo ops and speeches and thank you, but there's no substance. It's an illusion of accomplishment. She does not embody leadership. She performs it. And the whole point is that it's like abandoned immediately. So she puts it on her resume and then she's on to the next thing. Remember the NASA head? Wasn't she head of the Space Council? I mean, what happened to that? There are so many titles. And at the end of the day, this is someone who didn't pass the bar on the first try. This is someone who got elevated and shoved and put into all these positions that voters had no say over and other people had no say over. So even her qualifications to actually get her those titles, that fails too. And she's a plagiarist.
Wow, it's a lot. Greg.
Yeah, this is a problem with having an open bar before special events. When she said some would say, she was referring to the bartender. You know it's bad when even the host was returning friendly fire? She was like, you gotta be out of your mind. With Kamala, everything you hear after some would say, you can bet has never, ever been said on the planet, ever. She had one great role in politics. Willie Brown. Count it! But she did the one thing that I think is annoying is when she listed her accomplishments, they were almost all identity driven. Woman this, first black woman that. You can't count that stuff. It's not an achievement being born with a womb, especially in your party where men can do it now. If you subtract the DEI, those other jobs, she did terribly. And every time the thing is, every time you lead with identity, you remind everybody how you got there. And you think, you know what? It would have been a better achievement, a greater achievement, if she was a white middle-aged guy named Mort. Because she had more advantages than that.
All right, well, the Binders book tour is going to start soon, so we'll have more great content for you guys.
Coming on?
Yes,
Okay.
she's coming on. At the show.
And I agree with that totally. When a person has the lead on to tell you their accomplishments, what they done, how they did it, and in their mind, how successful they are, they are actually witch hunting for things to make themselves feel good. As I was saying, when people have to call out their accomplishments, they're rooting up and picking up whatever they can to make themselves feel confident to elevate themselves as I did this and I did this and I did that. The same thing Kamala Harris is doing. She's got to go and name a zillion things that she supposedly had accomplished, and everything that she's talking about had a flaw in it. She was never voted in. she was given that title. She was never vice president. She never showed up. Half the time she was off. And as a border czar, she totally messed that up. So whatever she tried to do was a total mess. And now you have, with the government being shut down and the lies that are being told, even channels that stand up for them. We know CNBC, CNN, ABC, these channels have been sued and everything. George Stephanopoulos and all of them on these channels have been sued. But take a look at what CNBC has done. And they are fact-checking the Democrat senators. And on this particular issue, they call out Mark Kelly and actually give him the facts. And they have to somewhat start telling the truth because they've lost face value. People are coming to podcasts and channels like Step Community, where we tell it like it is. We don't hem it up, we don't stop it. We read you the facts just like NBC, CNN, ABC, but never tell you that Mexico kicks people out. They say they're very prejudiced with it. They would never tell you what they do, but like I said, we give you the facts. And they're mad at Americans. Americans are mad at Americans because Trump is doing what he says he's going to do. And these other countries, that's how they survive, that's how they sustain. They are much weaker, less stronger than America, but they follow border policies. They uphold their laws. And so whatever happens then, the country thrives, it moves. We've gotten totally broke by giving our money to all these other countries and by giving our money to all the foreigners that are here. And Democrats, it is so easy to come together over law, people. It's not that hard. Schumer could look at our speaker and at Donald Trump and say, look here, I don't agree with your policies as he said and as Hillary said, and Nancy Pelosi. You look back at the earlier tapes, at all costs, keep the government rolling. Oh, that's all changed now. And hopefully you people wake up, because it's showing 100% they don't care about you. And if you're that stupid to keep running out there, standing up for these people, fighting for these people, where are they at? They sent you to a dogfight, but when you're supposed to come over to your corner when it breaks, you're supposed to have your trainer and your captain there, put the ice water on you, pat you down, sponge you, encourage you, keep going, keep going. They throw a couple of dollars at you like you're feeding a couple grains of corn to the chickens and a little slop to the hogs. And y'all just say, hey, thank you, master. Thank you, master. We gonna fight these people for you. Oh, yeah, we are, but we gonna fight them for you. And it looks so stupid. You got old Jameis Clappett Cricket acting like ghetto fabulous, stupid. Yes, sir, master. I got all these shoes you done bought me, master. I'll wear that wig for you. I'll put the wig on for you, Martha. I got my eyelashes on for you. Woo, Martha. I'll say the president, Martha. Yes, I will. I act like your little coon girl for you. Yes, I will. And I say, all black people act this way. Yes, I will, Martha. I love you, Martha. And Kamala, lay down, Sally. I've been waiting so long to talk to you. And she been doing it all through there. Laying down. And I said it. Laying down. I call her lay down Sally. And that's how you got up through the heights of where you at. Dumb as a Cracker Jack box. Pull up. She got to follow a reading or try and keep up with something. If it's not printed in front of her, she's lost. Do something impromptu, just sit there and shoot it off at your mouth. Could you give me another drink, please? Give me that D! I need that microphone to talk. Hey, it's the most embarrassing thing is. And there are intelligent, decent, thriving, beautiful, beautiful black women. I know. We're married to them. I love them. I'm a pink toe specialist too. Love them. I don't hate nobody. But I know they don't act like that. And no decent black man don't want no hood rat. That's why she ain't married. Nobody want to come home to that junk. The time she take off the eyelashes, the time she take the wig off, stocking cap to put the wig on over that, the time she take the bra off that's pushing up her boobs, the time she get the tight pants off and a gut drop. See, I let mine hang because I love it. And you looking at it and say, God, what the hell did I got? I showed y'all why the Democrats do all that yelling. Their foot's hurt. Maxine Waters, prime example. You see Jasmine Crockett on a lot of her interviews in yellow house slippers. Gotta let them feet out because they designed to walk with big, fat, broad feet. And they trying to act all narrow and cute, and them bunions hurting them. So they lash out. And I don't care what they feel like. Because Maxine Waters, oh my goodness. I've never seen a set of toes like that in my life. When she go to Halloween, she leave a man's home and take her shoes off. People go to running. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Crockett. You know what I'm saying? Name fits it so well. A rocket, ratcheted Crockett. And sisters, you keep pushing on because some very intelligent sisters out there, and don't nobody mistake other black women as being that, because a lot of people don't open up the book, and so they classify all decent, going, well-educated black women like that, and they're gonna argue the point. Well, she had the best of Ivy League schools, her parents sent the best place, but you take the rat out of the hood place, but you can't take the hood out of the rat. Henceforth, that's what they all gonna be. And it's not all gonna be. You're classifying one person as being that. But look, people, I don't like bringing you bad news, but I do want to emphasize one thing. Let's build this channel up. I'm begging you because I know the vision that I have and what it can do. And like I say, you're going to see some things start to happen. We're not looking for a handout. We're looking for a hand up. And it's to help people. It will be broadcast. You will get receipts on what's going on, but yes, it takes time to be monetized. People have to sign up, but this channel's sat here for a reason. And people, that's basically to give back. I wanted to make something special that's yours. You can have a voice. You can come on, you can talk. You can express your feelings. And we'll answer you back, good or bad. If you're having a bad day, hit me up. Let's talk about it. And if things aren't going right, man, it's nice. Sometimes just come home, got done looking at TV and say, hey, I'm going to hit Big Daddy up on my channel. Not on community channel, your channel. I got a problem. And I just want to tell him this. Or something he said that didn't go just right. Things didn't go right at work today. I just want to hit him up with this. And knowing that you're going to receive an answer. Man, that's a monumental thing. That hits the heart. It's true. And it's facts. I had some call about the kids, connection without the kids and stuff. People, I take the time out to go and review it and give you the best answer that I can on subduing the situation. This channel comes with love, openness, trueness, and the fact that we want to be on the same page. We want to care. As this channel grows, there'll be a lot of things opening up, people. And I like to meet with all my peoples, buy the food, everything. And let's just sit down one day and rap. You ain't got to bring nothing. Just sit down and rap. Talk. Educate ourselves. I can say it better than that, but I like saying, like, educate ourselves on the illustrious light that's shining in front of us and doing something with that. Making the unknown known. What question marks are, we putting periods as answers. Done. Successfully. And it don't ask how many times can you ask something. Say I'm going to ask this enough till it makes sense. 2 heads are better than 1. 3 heads are better than 2. A community is based on survival. Used to be in the old days that you had a community that got together and raised kids. And these are things that's important. We're going to let y'all look at this on CNBC News, them breaking down one of their own students or proteges. But another thing I want to get across to y'all, we want you to share maybe not your most intimate thoughts unless you want to, but we all are getting older. We all got pains. And we all got pressure. Stress is the #1 killer. So if you have a good remedy that you know, I believe in homeopathic stuff, share it with us. It's not saying we have to take it, but it's something that can help some of the elderly people in Stealth community. Share it with us. Because God knows, be feeling that pain. And it's appreciated. Things like that. I'm going to get in more and more to try to get you to head towards paying yourself first. If it ain't nothing but 25, I'd like to do 50. But that's to you. out of sight, out of mind. Because you believe me, it is hard to get that 25 or that 50 when you need it. That 25 or that 50 becomes 2,500 or 5,000. It's hard, and I know it's hard. So stuff like that, we want to encourage you because people is getting worse. Sometimes I find I can just ramble on with y'all because I enjoy talking to you about what's going on. But we're going to play this last clip here just to show you how their own factual channels are getting tired of the vindictive lies. Let's hit it up, y'all. Had some problems with communication. You know, as old people, we get messed up sometimes, all this technology. So we trying. But let's hit it up and see where we at.
And only one person in the Democratic Party is broken with the ranks. It's like, I don't understand it. It hasn't been working well for Democrats.
Joe, this is pretty simple. The government does not have to be shut down. It doesn't have to be shut down. We can fix it in a matter of just a couple days. I mean, this could be easily solved by sitting down at the table.
To get past 60, you need some Democrats to reopen that's what's going to happen. Senator, you close the government down because you want 1.5 trillion for all these different things that Schumer wants. It's obvious to everyone, although, maybe you can convince the public that it's the Republicans, but it's not. And only one person in the Democratic Party is broken with the ranks. It's like,
See? Makes my nerves so bad. I had to eat a cookie. Now, I'm being honest with you. I'm sorry to be eating a cookie over the mic, but I keep it real. This stuff stresses your nerves, man. How one man, excuse me, that's a good cookie, by the way. Good job, man, good cookie. Now one man, it's got us all by the balls. That's sad. And he's talking about things will change. You don't want to make a threat against that and that and this and the other. Have you thought about it, man? That people disliking you and Dollar Tree Hakeem for what you're doing? You got a balls to be in the military, no way, but you got, come on, people. It got judges trying to get to stop the military from getting a check, but you want foreigners to get paid more than that lonely little old woman or man or couple that's worked and paid their taxes, haven't had one problem with them, denying payment to the government or nothing. Nothing. These are people y'all are fighting for? Make it make sense. Hey, like, share, subscribe. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll see you on the next one. We love you very much. Hit that like button. Watch it all the way through. See you on the next one.